Okay, so here's my text file, and what I want to do is now I want to convert this into an HTML file. And the way that I'm going to do that is by adding in some HTML tags. So let's do all the tags that go into making up a proper document. So I'm just going to add some lines in at the top, and what goes at the top of an HTML document is an HTML tag, and obviously down the bottom we then have a closing HTML tag that looks like that. We have a head, so there's my opening head tag and my closing head tag, and we have a body that looks like that, and then down the bottom here we'll have a closing body tag. So remember, every HTML page must have an HTML tag to indicate the start of the HTML and the end of the HTML, and must have a head and a body section. Now let's add some other formatting in. So we could say, let's add this in as a heading. Let's go H1, and let's go welcome. I'm going to close the H1 off. Now we've got a couple of paragraphs here, so let's add in some paragraph tags. There's a paragraph, close the paragraph off. Here's another paragraph. Oops. Start on the line. There we go. There's another paragraph there. And I'm just going to delete that. There we go. There's one other thing we could add in. Let's add in a title. So we could say my first page. And I'm going to close the title tag off. So here we go. You can see we've got HTML tags, head tags, body tags. We've got headings and paragraphs and a title tag, just like that. Now, if you look up here, you can just make out, I hope, you can see a little asterisk there, which indicates that I haven't saved the file yet. So I click on Save, and now I can nip over to the browser window, and I can click Reload. And when I do this, what we're expecting all of the text and all of the HTML to be processed inside the browser window, and for this to be rendered in a particular way. But as you see, it doesn't quite work out. So if I click on Refresh, something's gone wrong. Now, what's actually happened here is that this page, you can see all the content has actually been displayed in the browser window. The browser hasn't actually processed the HTML which is inside the document. And the reason for this is, if you look up here, you can see, the type of file that we're dealing with here is a text file. It's got .txt at the end of the file name. And you can see that over here, .txt. We need to indicate to the browser that this is a particular HTML document, so that when the file is loaded in, it should be processed as if it contains HTML tags and elements. So what I need to do is I just need to go in here. This is really important. We go File, Save As. I'm just going to save it in the same place. But what I need to do is I need to change the type to indicate that it's actually a hypertext markup language file. Now there's a whole bunch of them here. I mean, you can actually just type it in if you like. You could actually just go in here and you can just put .html on the end. And we can save that. And what we've done now, as we said, even though this is a text file, we've indicated by changing the extension, by adding .html onto the end, we've said this is going to be a file that's going to contain HTML tags. So now when I go over here, I can't just click refresh, because of course this is still looking at the original text file. So let's load it in again. So Control O. Here's my HTML file now. That's the file there, you can see. There's my original text file. I can hover over it so you can see in Windows 10. So let's load this one in. I click on Open. And there we are. You can see this file has now been processed correctly. So let's have a look at the HTML and the page that's displayed in the browser window side by side. So you can see that the welcome is a heading. So you can see that's up there. That's been displayed as an H1. And I've got two paragraphs. This is a plain text file and contains words. Well, it's not a plain text file anymore because it's got HTML elements inside it. and here's a second line in the text file. And there's one other thing that I just want to point out here. Can you see the title here where it says My First Page? And what's happened is in Chrome, the words that we place between the title tags is actually rendered up here on the tab. So whatever we put in here appears up in that space up there.